I think my summer was one of my favorite summers of all time.
I really do feel like everyone here is really invested in seeing you succeed.
It's a materially, I think, more fun and cohesive and collaborative firm.
We're going to talk about what an applicant needs to know about applying to our program. If you could offer up one piece of advice to a candidate, what would it be?
Be your authentic self. I want to know what your experiences were when you were, a little league referee. That matters. It's about who you are, so be you.
Will you have the opportunity to actually meet a client, go to a meeting, sit on a client call?
Sure, so summer law clerks will definitely have opportunities to meet clients. And in fact, the clients actually expect to meet the summer law clerks. They always get a sense of joy and sense of pride of seeing like the new clerks and the new infusion of talent.
Emily, you're also very involved in the Women's Subcommittee. How does sitting on that committee make you a better recruiter?
The interplay between the Women's Committee and the Hiring Committee it's fairly integrated two objectives of the firm, which are to make the most of really good people. We want, on the one hand, we want to hire people who are representative of our values, and we want to make sure that those people are supported in their work. The Women's Committee, as some of the other diversity subcommittees, are designed for that exact purpose.
Mariana, you were once a summer law clerk. Can you talk a little bit about how the process has evolved since then?
The amount of dedication that the firm puts into the summer, the amount of involvement of people at all the different levels has just become more and more impressive, I think, over the years.
Can you tell me one thing you love about working at Clifford Chance?
My favorite thing about working at Clifford Chance is the people that I get to work with, and I'm glad I got to go first because now it's gonna sound like they're all copying my answer. I had the moment where I absolutely knew I wanted to work here when I walked out of my screening interview. And I remember walking out of that interview and walking to my career advisor at school and saying, I wanna work for that guy.
I would say the lunches here are really, really no, but in all seriousness, I think Clifford Chance really is invested in you being working to the best of your abilities. I came to Clifford Chance to kind of leverage my talent in the sense that, I wanted to be the best lawyer that I could be, and I made that very upfront during the recruitment process. I think it's important that you be your most authentic self. I think it's important that you come in knowing that you're gonna work your butt off at Clifford Chance, but you have the capabilities to do so.
Be true to yourself. We wanna see who you are, what makes you tick, and what's gonna make you happy.
The skills I learned at the firm as a summer law clerk have carried me through and will continue to carry me through here at the firm.
What qualities do you specifically look for in a candidate?
I think for me, the thing I look for, particularly in candidates, ones who are curious about the law, who have done other things, have interests, because really what that tells me is that they're able to focus on more than one thing. And if anything, the practice of law is having to focus on more than one thing.
We interview so many people in one sitting. The ones who are really enthusiastic, they've taken the time to do their research, and you can tell that they're excited and passionate and informed. Those are the ones that, we tend to remember.
Michelle, speaking of spending time together, how often does the committee meet?
So as a committee, we obviously will meet more frequently as we get close to certain hiring decisions. It's one of those, as soon as we have a new class, we're already thinking about the next class, because really it is an ongoing process for us.
Is there such a thing as a bad question?
The bad questions are the ones where clearly he or she hasn't given thought to the question. They have done no research on the law firm. To ask us, does Clifford Chance have any overseas offices? That wouldn't be a great question. We're a global international law firm. But if it's a sincere question, it's probably a good one.
Liz, you were part of the diversity subcommittee. How do those discussions inform overall decision-making in the hiring process and work-life culture?
Unfortunately, our law firms and the legal industry in general don't look like the diverse country that we live in, and it's important that they do. And so we push for diversity to be a serious consideration through the hiring process.
Will the candidate have the opportunity to meet with specific attorneys?
Yes, the candidates are going to have a chance to meet with anyone they want. If there is an associate, if there is a paralegal, if there is a partner, if there is someone on our staff that they want to talk with, we're going to be here and we're going to be thrilled to have that conversation.
We have a very unique opportunity here to get our summer law clerks on client matters. talking to clients, meeting with clients, traveling on client projects. The summer program really mirrors what it's like to be an associate at the firm, which I think is what a summer law clerk wants. You want to know is what's it going to be like when I join the firm. And really our summer law program tries to give you all of those opportunities on client work, meeting and working with different partners, and collaborating with colleagues in different offices.